Good morning, friends. I don't see anyone here quite yet, so let me just check something out real quick. As you know, I am coming from my swim exercise class, so I get here with like 1 minute to spare. So I just got my stuff set up here. Perfect. So I was just checking my sound. Um, and let me see if anyone is here yet. If you're here, give me a thumbs up, friends. I just want to see if I have any friends with me today. I bet everybody here in the US is tired from the long weekend and all the festivities. It was definitely a full weekend for us. It's a 3 day party, barbecue, whatever you want to call it. We just eat nonstop. All right, I don't see any friends here. So, you know what I'm going to do while we wait is I'm going to clean up my surface because I did not have a chance to do that ahead of time. So I'm going to do that now. And as I mentioned last week, we are going to work with our color cube today. Um, Not sure what I'm going to do with the color cube, but I'll figure it out, I'm sure. Wipe my surface down as I was doing some crafting late last night, and I didn't finish cleaning up my surface here. Okay, that's a little bit better. Alrighty, friends. I don't see any of my friends here yet, so I'm just gonna get started. It is 9 o'clock, right? I didn't go on early. Maybe somebody else is live. I didn't even check if somebody else was live, guys. Let me see. And if they are, hey, it is what it is. Maybe I'll have my friends catching the replay. Okay, let me see what's going on out there in YouTube land. Um, okay, there's at least one live going on. Okay, well, I'm going to get started. So, as I said, we're going to use the color cube today. And I already chose which card. I kind of went back to the cards I had used already. It's been a minute since I've done the color cube. But I'm going to go with card number 7. And it has all these pretty blues. So there's a dark blue, a silver, royal blue, sage, and steel blue. I like that they have the colors listed on the back because sometimes when I'm looking at it, I'm not sure if it's a, for example, is this a green gray, or a true green? I wasn't sure. So flipping to the back tells me it's sage. So it's a sage green. Then it has different shades of that color. So the lighter, the medium, and the dark, which I think is helpful. So let's see. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Why don't we play with some of my sprays? I haven't done that in a while. Let me get some watercolor paper out. So I have this Canson watercolor paper. And let me bring out all the fun sprays and goodies I have. Okay, so let's see. These are my distress ones, and these are distress micas. What else do I have? Oh, I have these. Sorry, I'm punching to reach. These are the distress spritz. So let me look through kind of like this is it's weathered wood, but it kind of has a silverish tone to it, right? Could use that. Let me go through all my sprays here. And I didn't leave myself a lot of open space on the side, but that's okay. And let's see, a dark blue. I also have some mica, these Lindy's Magical Shakers. Maybe I'll use these too. And you know, I didn't do samples of these. I need to start doing samples. Well, let's start looking through my sprays first. So dark blue, a dark blue. Like I put the colors on top of these, but I haven't done it with the rest of my sprays. So I need to dig through and see what I have. Distress Mica Stain. This one's Winter Frost. Oh, that's a shade of blue. Gosh, I haven't used these in forever. That's too aqua-ish. I need to get these out and use them more. Ooh, this is kind of a sagey color. Fresh Balsam. And maybe Snow Furries. We'll see. We'll see. Just kind of going through the different sprays I have and see what works. And these are the oxides. I'm not going to use the oxides today. Put them back in my drawer. And I'll move these out of my way. I also haven't played with my alcohol inks in a minute, so I need to do that too. All right. Oh, good morning, Don. Thank you for being here, my friend. I was all by my lonesome, which is okay. So we're playing with the color cube, and I'm using card number 7. And I'm going to use my sprays and just kind of do like a full sheet of color on here. And then I can cut it apart later. I mean, I may make a card today, I might not. We'll see. So let's see. This one can be the Sage, the Fresh Balsam. This one is going to be my silver, so it's the Weathered Wood. Although I'm sure I had a silver one. Let's see. This is Uncharted Mariner. Maybe I'll use Uncharted Mariner for the darker blue. And then for my royal blue, this Juniper Berry might be more for my steel blue. No, maybe this one, Snow Flurries. And then maybe this for my royal, Winter Frost. Okay, let's give it a shot. So first of all, I got to shake the bejeebers out of these and move my card out of the way so I don't get it sprayed. So definitely going to get messy today. You just got the notification. Oh, that's so weird. Hi, Froggy. Welcome, my friend. It's so weird that you get that. Okay. YouTube does its own thing. So let's just kind of, a lot of blues. Oh, that hurt my hand. Do I have a rag to clean this? I know you're not supposed to shake up and down, but that's quite frankly easier for me. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and shake the rest of these while I'm at it. Like this one, I'll hear the little ball going. There it goes. And of course, I'm hurting my hand. Shake them all up. Hit it against my desk instead of my hand because that's hurting my hand. And this one, shake that against the desk. This one too. Sorry about the banging, guys. If I had thought ahead, I would have shaken them all up ahead of time. Okay. All right, let's start with, this is Uncharted Mariner. Let's just kind of see what kind of sprays I get. And I need to have, let me get a paper towel to kind of wipe these down so they don't clog when I put them away. Like I'm lucky they haven't clogged from sitting there for so long. Okay. I guess that's kind of the dark blue. Kind of. And I shouldn't have the fan aimed at me while I'm spraying. That would be bad. Oh, that's a good idea. It does scream snowflakes. You're right. Maybe I'll do some for next year because I already met my goal of 500 cards for this year, guys. So I'm done with cards for my donations. This is the first time I've ever been done this soon, which is fine. And I'm sure I'll make more Christmas cards between now and then. I just want to store them separately so I have them for next year's donation. I should probably dry this in between colors, huh, guys? Maybe, maybe not. Like I don't play a lot with mixed media. And I love when I see other people doing, like I love watching T get all messy from Not Afraid of Color. And I don't know. Oh. And then I forget to leave some white space. I don't know. I'll get the hang of it eventually. So how was everybody's 4th of July weekend? Mine was busy, fun, playing with the grandkids. See how this sage. Ooh, I don't know if I care for that sage too much. It's fresh balsam. It's not sagey enough for me. Let me get my heat gun so I can dry that a bit. And then maybe we'll start to make some cards. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't do it between colors, so apparently I'm going to do it between layers. Excuse me. I'm trying to reach the outlet I have here for my heat gun. Oh, now shaking the camera. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. Let me let the camera warm up. And then we'll add some more. How about that? I mean, I really haven't played with my mixed media stuff at all. And I have it. Like I don't know about you guys, but I see somebody use something and I buy it because, oh, I can do that. I want to do that. I want to try that. And then I buy it and I don't try it. By the time it arrives, I'm doing something else. All right, let's dry this up a bit. I want to get that other heat gun, that like shorter one. I used to have it years ago, but I don't know what I did with it. I probably gave it away. That's before I started stamping and I didn't really have a need for it. But I want to have it to dry off paper as I'm doing this sort of thing. So I'll probably have to add that to an order. Although, guys, I did something. I'm so bad. I was watching like the release of all the new clubs for Spellbinders for this month. And I love Christmas. Christmas is my jam. So I was like, oh well, this club is good. That's cute. But this club is cute. It was just like all of them were so cute. So I bought the whole, what is it? The caboodle, the whole, all of them. I ordered that. So hopefully it'll get here soon. And then definitely I'll make some Christmas cards and some. My thought process is, I don't know if you've seen the release, but with the little like mugs, like the Santa mug and the penguin mug, and the gingerbread. Man, I'm gonna make like little gift card holders for my grandkids because I do give the older ones, the teenagers, gift cards, a lot of gift cards for Christmas. Because I mean, teenagers are hard to shop for, you guys. Okay, that's gonna have to be dry enough for now. Let me take a Oh yeah, the 4th was good for you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You're making a fruit pizza that never was a fruit pizza. Oh, that sounds good. What do you have on top of it? Tuesday, July 1st. Oh, well, happy birthday, Canada. And I hope all the Canadians had fun. Sometimes the 4th is a usual day too. I know it's the 4th is a fun time for many, but should I smoosh this in the what's left here in the spray? Let me try that. But I tend to remember, so my grandma, my mom's mom, passed away. Let me see, how old is my daughter? 39 years ago on July 5th. And I'll never forget that. She had cancer and she had been sick for a while. Well, not a long while, but she had been sick. I need to learn to not worry about this and not clean up until I'm done. Let me put that aside. But anyway, I had a new baby at the time. My oldest was not even 2 months old. She was probably like 6 weeks old. And my aunt and my mom insisted that I take her to meet my grandma. And I was like, okay. But my grandma was really not, she was out of it. She was on morphine. She was on a morphine drip. So, I mean, I took her. My mom says to do something, I'm doing it. And, they kind of woke her up as best they could and said, here's Yvette's baby. And my daughter, for her middle name, has my grandmother's name. So, and they told her, look, she named her after you. And my grandma got a little smile on her face. So that was about, I would say, a week before she passed. And then I remember we didn't go to do fireworks or anything because we had a new baby. So there was no fireworks to be had for us anyway. And then um, I remember waking up to a phone call on the 5th in the morning. And our phone rang, and this was back in the day of landlines. And I remember telling my husband, do not answer that phone. My grandma just died. And he looked at me and he says, you're nuts. And he answers the phone. And of course, it's my mom. And he looks at me with this like scared look on his face, like, oh man. Not that not answering the phone would have changed it. I think in my brain at that moment didn't want to accept that. And sure enough, it was my mom calling to let me know that my grandma had passed. So the 4th is a little bit of sadness sometimes for me because I miss her every day. She was my grandma. And she could be grumpy, but boy, did she love us. She loved all the grandkids equally. And she would always be trying to feed us. Always. I mean, we'd be running past the kitchen to get to the backyard, and she'd snatch us on the way out and say, sit down and eat. And we'd be like, Grandma, we're not hungry. We're going to go play. And no, you guys have to eat. You need to sit down and eat every time. So we would try and avoid running through the kitchen when she was there because we'd get snatched up to sit down and eat. And we had to sit down and eat because she was of the generation that, you needed to finish everything on your plate and eat what you were served and, all that fun stuff. But, those are the kind of memories that you just don't forget. And she could be grumpy, but she was also very loving and she loved us and she took good care of us. All right, how does that look? So, yeah, sometimes the 4th reminds me of that. Should I add more? Should I? Let me get water here and do some more smooshing. Some more smooshing here. What I have on my glass mat. Oh, I like the smooshing. Look at, isn't that smooshing cool? Love it. Let me go more down here. Let me dry some more. I can smoosh some more. But we do the whole weekend celebration at my mother-in-law's house. And there's lots of food, lots and lots of food. There's no shortage of things to eat, different options on each of the 3 days. So I'm sure there'll be lots of leftovers if we go to my mother-in-law's for dinner tonight. So that's what we'll probably do. I think it'll be easier. That way I don't have to cook. I'm loving the way this is turning out, you guys. It may not be as close to the card as I thought. I might need more of the darker blue, kind of, maybe. Maybe? Where's my darker blue? Let me pull this one. Hold on. Let me do something here. There's put that one. I'm gonna bring in one of those Misty's Magicals. Has a dark blue, I think. This one is Darcy in Denim. Let me just see what happens. Can't hurt. It's just paper. Okay, there's some dark blue. That looks more of a dark blue. And then I can smoosh, smoosh, make a mess. I wonder if I should do like shaking on there directly. Clean that up for a second. So I can lay my paper. Oh man, I'm getting this everywhere. I got all my magnets. That's okay. This room is supposed to be so I can get messy. All right, let me add the magicals directly on here. See what I get. It's not too much of this that you have to add. And then spray it with water. Oh, yeah, that adds more of that dark blue. Loving it. Loving it. Oh, that's so pretty. There's no white space left, that's for sure. So, are you guys doing anything special for summer break? I mean, I know all my grandkids are on break from school, the ones that are still in school. The older two are doing mostly trainings for, they work for the YMCA after school program, so they have trainings in the summer. But, they're just kind of relaxing. I noticed something the other day. Oh my gosh. So my daughter's older son, he's 11. He'll be 12 in November. But I got there to my mother-in-law's house. They were there already. And he says, "Hi, Grandma." And I was like, who said that? Well, his voice is changing, you guys. Oh my goodness. When did that happen? When did he start to get grown up? So, yeah, I know it happens. And he's at the age where it should happen. But I was just like, oh, kind of sad, but good for him. We do Christmas in July as far as cards and good for you. That's fun. Yeah, we used to do, try and do fun things when the kids were little. Even when my grandkids were smaller, with the first three, when it was just the three of them, like we would take trips to, one year we took them to the Redwoods, and then another time we took them to Disneyland. I think those three got the benefit of Grandma and Grandpa the most because we were much younger, and so we were only spending on three grandkids, not on 10. So they got the benefit of that. Not that we don't spoil all of them. I mean, the younger ones, the middle group of grandkids got to do some fun stuff too. The babies, they're still little. They're 4, 3, 2, and 1. Um, so we haven't done really any big family trips with the little ones. But You know, there's time. There's always, well, hopefully, there's always time. We'll take care of doing fun trips with them soon. Hi, Linda. Welcome, my friend. How are you? Okay, I think that's a little bit, it has a little bit more of the dark blue, right? So the dark blue, the sage is in there barely, but the silver, I need more silver. Is this silver enough? Let's try. See, I don't think that's silver enough. Yeah, I don't, let me see if I have something else that might work. No. You know, I thought I had one in the, maybe in the micas stains. Let me look again. Oh, Iron Gate. This one might do the trick. Oh, I don't want to drop them. I am working on a project for my friend's birthday. It's coming up here quickly. Oh, let me hit this table. Get that little ball shaking in here. This one might work more of a silver. It's Iron Gate. Oh, and I've never even used this one, guys, so I got to open it up. But I'm working on a project. It's like a shadow box with paper flowers, and I'm using the cardstock from 12 by 12 cardstock shop. I think it'll turn out beautifully. I'm just getting started on it. So, oh no, I got my card sprayed. Huh. I didn't move it out of the way. Maybe that's more silvery. Anyway, I'm working on that for her, and then I still have to go do a little bit more shopping for some more goodies for her because I'll send her the package probably this Friday. Oh, and then friends, guess what? I finished sorting all my D-stash stuff, and I filled up, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14 of the medium flat rate boxes, 14 with goodies. So I'll share those probably. I might do a separate live for those. Not sure quite yet, but it took me some time because what I did was I like would get each item, write down what the name was and what the value of that item was, like if you were to buy it new. And guys, each box has more than $400 worth of crafty goodies. There's stamps, there's dies, there's paper pads, there's, I mean, lots of fun goodies. So my thought is putting them at, do you think 150 including shipping is too much? I mean, or would people be willing to pay that? I don't know. I just want all my crafty goodies to go to a good home. Since I'm not using them. Okay. I think I need to stop with this one. I'm gonna set that one aside. I'm gonna do one more. Yeah? One more. And then we'll cut up paper. Let me put this over here. And there's a piece of paper in here already cut, so I'm gonna use that piece since it's a little bit smaller. And I think I might just, let me start with the Lindy's Magicals. See what that does. Yeah, you think 150 is good? Hi, Desta. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, because that includes the shipping, and it's over 400. That's why I kind of did it. I wanted to make sure that it was a good value for whoever decides to grab one of the boxes. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love this. You know, they'll go, and I kind of try to make them into a theme of some sort. So I have 3 that are like all Christmas goodies in there. Hold on. Let me do something. And then I have one that's like a lot, mostly florals. I have another one that's like critters. Um, I think there's one that's uh, Halloween and fall, something like that. So I'll go. I'm not going to go through each box like item by item, but I'll kind of like let everybody know what the theme is in each item in each box, and I'll number them, and that way whoever decides they want one, they can tell me, you know, I want box number 5 or I want box number 2, and they'll know more or less the kind of crafty goodies they're getting. All these magicals are so pretty. I forget how pretty they are. See, you got to pull out your stuff and use it, guys. I forget to do that. So I almost didn't go to my swim class this morning. I was so tired from the weekend, but I got up and I said, nope, you got to do it. Get up, Yvette. Don't be lazy. So I did. I went. Right? It's not terrible, right? I think 150 is good for like a D-stash type box. And a lot of the stuff in there, guys, I hate to say it, but it's brand new. Like I would buy stuff, I'm telling you, I would buy stuff and then not use it. Or it would come in a kit and then it just would sit. It's this one, summer sage. Oh, look, there's a sage. I don't want to put sage in there though. I like all the blues. I think I might just do a couple of blues on there. How about that? And I think I only have a couple of blues for these magical shakers. Although I think, let me look. I have this one, Storm Cloud, these shimmer powders from Nuvo. Maybe I'll use one of them. Let me try one of those. And you got to be careful with these because if you like even squeeze the bottle a little bit, it comes out too much. And then you'll have a huge mess. Okay. There's that one. And this one is Butter the Bread Blue. Look at my hands. Well, there'll be no recording of videos for me today if my hands don't come clean soon. And I have to do a couple for design teams I'm on. Okay, let's try. Ooh, I like that. So this storm cloud is more of a black, but you know what? It works. I think it works. Maybe I'll add some of this stain. What is it? Winter frost? Yeah, not too much of that. And dry it again. Oh, look at my magnet. All covered with spray. Oh well. I'll clean it at some point. Oh, Don, I asked you, but I don't know if you answered. What is on your fruit pizza? Hi, Reagan. Welcome, my friend. That sounds delicious. I haven't really eaten breakfast, you guys, so because I go swimming and then I come in. I have a cheese stick here that I can munch on. But then I'll have to make myself breakfast. And I'm not an early breakfast eater. I can't eat too early in the morning. So eating breakfast at 10 isn't unusual for me. All right. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, that Nuvo powder is more of a black. You know, I don't know if I should be drying on the glass mat, but I'm doing it. I already scratched it with my watch. I forget to take my watch off, and the little clip has scratched it. And I know there's a way to like um, repair those scratches or make them look like they're not there, but I have to kind of Google that. Good for you. Yeah, I did my uh, Aquafit class this morning. So that's a 45-minute class. And I always get there about half hour early and do my own kind of exercises in there, knowing what the instructor has us do. So I'm in the pool for about an hour and 15. I shouldn't have cleaned that up. I should have smushed it. It's a habit for me to clean as I go. Even when I'm cooking, I clean as I go. Or I try to anyway. That one's pretty, huh? Let's see the two I did. Like this one, I went overboard on color. I got to remember to leave white space. And this one, I just, woo, did color everywhere. Okay, let's see. There's still a few spots that are a little bit, there's some pools of stuff on there. And this has the powder not completely wet. Let me see something. Okay, that'll work. And this paper towel's all dirty. I'll get a new one. Okay, let's make something. Let's see. I guess we'll use the bigger one I did first, right? Let me see. Let me put my powders and sprays off to the side, to the little bit of space I have off to the side. And move my spray bottle out of the way. This kind of bugs me a little. So I'm not good at having messy hands. But I'm going to try and get better about it. Okay, we'll start with this one. And I'll set my friend off to the side to dry. And let's see, where's my paper trimmer? Let me get my larger one. This one might be too small because that paper is, I think, 9 by 12. Okay. So this could be a background, right? So what if I make it, so this is 12, make it 3, no, 4, make it 4. 4 by 5 1/4, and I'll keep this piece for maybe some die cutting of snowflakes and such. I can do that. This paper is still a little wet, so I'm trying to be real careful. 4 5 1/4. And that should be at 4 already. And 5 1/4. All right. This out of the way. Out of my way. And what do I want to make? Let me get a card base. Let me get a card base with these dirty, dirty hands. Oh my goodness, my hands are so dirty. And let me find, so I did go through all my stuff, but now I have to figure out where the stuff I kept, what did I do with it? I haven't organized the stuff I kept. So I kind of got to go through. I have some snowflakes I could like heat emboss on there. Oh, look at this one. Isn't that pretty? I don't think I've used that one either. Oh, no, not that one. Like I really pared down what I have, you guys. I think let me look at my shelf. I only have this bin and another one this size of stamps. No, let me take that back. I have two more of that size with stamps. And but one of them is all not too shabby stuff because I am on their design team, so I have a lot of not too shabby goodies. Okay, let me see. Let me try and wipe my hand down just a bit and grab some, um, maybe some white embossing powder if I can find it. That's clear. Oh, I could do silver, huh? Let me see. I could do silver. There's my silver. No, I have a silver. I wonder if silver will look as good as white, though. Is this one white? Creates a shiny raised. Okay. Or maybe this one. This is, I haven't tried this one. I bought it a long time ago. It's a, I should say on here, opaque bling, it's called. It's kind of like a silvery powder. Let me try that. I'll try it 3 different ways. How about 4? Let's do the silver, the white, this glittery one, and what else do I have? Maybe I'll just do that. I'll just do those. Okay, where's my ink? I'm just gonna try and wipe my hands down a little bit because I don't want to be grabbing the card base with my hands totally blue. It's falling off my head. Move that out of the way. Okay. This is me crafting on the fly, guys. I had no idea what I was going to do other than use one of the color cube cards. Okay. So, now let me decide between these. Not this one. I'm kind of liking like doing the Christmas ornament on there, like half, not like partially on there. I've done cards like that before. Do a bunch of snowflakes. Let's do the ornament. I keep asking her, Froggy. She hasn't answered me. Dawn, how do you make that fruit pizza? I need to know. Inquiring minds need to know. Okay. Misty, let me get my Misty. I do kind of know where all my stuff is. That's a good thing, guys. Or most of my stuff is. Because like my stamping platforms and my paper trimmers, my plates for my die cut machines, they're all in one location. So that's good. I'm going to put this off to the edge over here. Let me get my stamp out. And this is one of the big and bold stamps from Colorado Craft Company. How are we doing on time, guys? Oh, God, it's already 9:45. Jeez. Time flies when you're making a mess. It's so stained, look. So I kind of know where I stamped the last time. There we go. I'm going to go right. I'm going to go over a little bit more than I did last time. And let me put my magnet down there so it doesn't move. Is this still wet? It is still wet. To try and make sure I dry this. Actually, should I emboss? Is it even dry enough for me to emboss on? Well, we're going to find out. We are going to find out, my friends. And I'm off camera because I zoomed way in. Oh, I've got to stop doing that. If I zoom out, you see the huge disaster that is my craft desk. Nobody wants that. And I forgot to use the anti-static powder. Okay. And I shouldn't do it in here because then my sticky mat gets unstickified. And nobody wants that. Then I have to wash it. Hopefully that's enough. And I'll put it back kind of where I think I had it. Up a little bit lower. Okay. That should work. All right, let's give it a shot. We'll at least do one. If we have time, we'll do more. Sugar cookie base, topped with a cream cheese filling. Oh, Dawn, you have to send me a recipe. That sounds delicious. You don't have to apologize. I was just teasing you, my friend. I was just teasing you. But that sounds delicious. Yeah, I need to try that one. That'd be a good alternative for dessert. All right, let's try this. See how it goes. I have to be careful with this, Misty. So this one is the first one I got, and one of the pins, because they're just like plastic pins that hold these hinges together, fell out and got lost. So if I'm not careful, it shifts a little bit. And I have another Misty, but that doesn't look. Maybe I need to use my other embossing pad. Where is it? I could use the white. Let me try this one. It might be more juicy. I might have to re-ink my Versamark ink pad. Who knows? All right, let's get this pressed on. And I used to do sugar cookies a lot, Dawn. My kids would be like, "Mom, we're having a party," because I would make decorated sugar cookies for them. I mean, they were nowhere near professional looking, but they were good enough. Let me try the white. To where the kids loved them and they're really good. I have the best sugar cookie recipe. I got it out of this book. Do I have it in here? Probably not. It's probably in the kitchen. But once I found that sugar cookie recipe, it was like, that's it. That's the one. Everybody likes it. I'm not going to change to another one. Why bother? So I could use that for the base. And then, now that I'm thinking about it, I used to do this dessert that was that it was just cut up fruit, but then it was like a dip, a fruit dip. Oh, I put too much ink on here. A fruit dip, and I used to use that. I could use that as the like the glaze. Okay, I'm gonna have to just go with that, guys, and hope for the best. I mean, what does Gina K say? Better than horrible? I'll go with that. Okay, let's get this out. And I need a scrap piece of paper to put in here, otherwise, or something. Otherwise, this, because I have a sticky mat there, the stamp will get stuck with a sticky mat. Okay, and then I'll just get some paper to shake my embossing powder on. And I'm going to start with the white. I'm going to do the white one first. So, although, yeah, I'm going to do the white one first. I just think that'll pop on here. And hopefully, I should have tested to make sure it was dry enough to do this. If it's not, oh well, I start over, do something different. I pivot. Who said that yesterday on our live hop with KCC? Pivot. I think it was Jana. And pivoting is half the fun. Okay, I think that'll work. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay. Let's try that. I'll warm up my heat gun. You're using your own. Oh, lucky you. I can't garden. I kill plants. I'm terrible. I killed a cactus, guys. So no planting, no gardening for me. It's not in my wheelhouse. My mother she's wonderful. She used to have the most beautiful roses at the house we had, I don't know, for the first 10 years of my life. And they were these gorgeous, gorgeous roses that she had. I just saw some extra powder here. I'm going to brush it off. Here I can't tell too much because of the white, but do something. All right, here we go. Fingers crossed. See how this turns out. But I mean, my mom can grow anything. My sister too. Me, nah, not so much. This is more of a clear, you guys. It's not really white. This embossing powder. It's like a shimmery clear. So I guess it was good that I used the white ink on there. Maybe it'll show through. See? Kind of shows. What I should have done, what I've been thinking, was emboss first, cut my panels down and emboss first, and then do the spraying over it. But you know what? I think this will turn out beautiful anyway. Yeah, where I had more of that white is showing through more. Let me see. I mean, that's not terrible. That looks kind of pretty, right? Oh, John, I wish I could grow roses. I just can't. Just can't. Let me do another panel. I'm going to do a different color this time. See how it turns out. Sorry if I go long today, guys. I might not. Who knows? Okay, I guess that'll work. Oh, forgot the anesthetic again. I'm just going to do it in my MISTI. Just try to be a little careful. And wipe it down. I have baby wipes here. I could wipe it down afterwards. Oh, look. Wasn't dry. Look at my brush. Has blue on it now. Arr. Oh, well. It is what it is. There's no going back. Okay, I'm going to try the silver. This silver one. Or let's do an actual white, since I didn't get it white. Okay, I think this is white. We'll do white. I am going to use the white pigment ink though, to kind of make sure I could see what I've stamped. Okay, let's see. Wild, what are wild cottage roses? A black thumb is a polite. Yep, that's what I say. I have a black thumb. My mom has a super green thumb, and I have a super black thumb. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm getting distracted by you guys. Okay, let's try. Yeah, I just can't. Just I'll kill everything in sight. Like beach roses. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, my mom had some of the prettiest roses. And she thought about for a minute taking them out and bringing them to the house that they bought. So the house my mom lives in now, they bought when I was 10. So grew up in that house too. And she thought about like taking her roses with her, but she didn't. She said she wanted to leave them for the new owners of the other house. So, okay, you do you, mom. Okay, let's try. Let's try that. That should work. Ah, if I don't get my hand in it. I have resorted to sometimes when I don't have surface space, like to put my Misty on right now. Um, I open the top drawer of the Alex unit right next to me, and that becomes a place for me to sit my Misty for the time being. I mean, if it works, right? Okay. Cross your fingers. Ready? That doesn't look bad. Let's see how it dries. There are some, I think there's some over because it's not wet. I mean, it's not dry completely. So, where it's not dry completely, the background, of course, the embossing powder sticks to it. And I could leave it like that and kind of make it more of a loosey-goosey watercolor-ish look. Okay, let's go for it. And that away. Oh, you follow the sun. That's kind of cool. I did keep a plant alive for about a year. I mean, that's the longest I did. It was this plant that I think it was, whose was it? My son's when he moved out, and I don't know, it landed in my house. Just a small potted plant. And I did manage to keep it alive for about a year, but then it went all downhill from there. Oops, I got a walnut in the heat gun. I forget. I don't even have house plants, Dawn. After I killed that one, like I think I've told the story before, but I had a friend who um gifted me a cactus. She knew I had a black thumb, and she says, Yvette, there's no way you can kill this. It's a cactus. There's no way. Want to bet? Poor cactus never stood a chance. But oh well, I did try. Hmm. Like it's just not drying white. Is it because the background is so dark? Is my powder old? Is it because I used the white ink? I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, look, my ink pad has a little bit of shade of blue. It's transferring onto my ink pad. Okay, let's see. I mean, I didn't even finish heat setting it. There we go. Yeah, maybe those powders aren't. Maybe is this clear? Let me look at this. It's clear, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm such a space cadet. Let me see if I can realign that and actually grab white powder. I want to see what it looks like with white. Am I gonna line it back up right or am I not? Sorry if my head got in the way. Let's find out. Uh, I mean, I'm stamping over embossing powder, so I mean, at least melted embossing powder. Let me try one more. If I had put it in the corner, it would have aligned, but I didn't. So it doesn't. And I could try a third one, see if I get it right. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. Let's do the white again. What time is it? It's already after 10. I know I need to stop and go get food, but I want to see this one through. Looks double stamped. That's okay. Like I said, I'm going to go for it. And tell me I have white embossing powder. Why do I not see it? You know what? I know this one's white for sure. This is alabaster white. It's a Brutus Monroe one I have. Never quite got the hang of this one though. Maybe it's thicker. It's not fine. And that's why I never really. All right, let's give it a shot, guys. I just want to see what the white looks like on there, and then I can finish off that card. All right, third time's the charm, right? Cat eats them. Ugh. What's an air plant? I'm so bad with plants. It's sad. Like when I killed that cactus, I had to go tell my friend, I'm so sorry. I really tried. I don't know if I overwatered it or I don't know what I did, but it died. Oh yeah, this is white. I wasn't reading the label right on those things. Definitely white. See, not better? The white it definitely pops. Here's the one that was kind of a clearish one, although that's pretty too. And then that's the white. You want to try a silver and then we'll make a card? Let's try silver. Silver, silver. Oh, pop it up 1 inch. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to do well, maybe the white might show through. The embossing powder, not sure, but I'm gonna try. my embossing ink. Give it a go. I'll have to Google it. Okay, I'm going to Google it. I'm sure I'm going to get a chuckle out of it. Okay. Now, next week, you guys, I have on my little calendar for the month of lives. I haven't scheduled it yet, so I have to sit at my computer today and do that. But next week, I have smashing a paper pad down for next Monday. So I don't know what paper pad yet, but I'll find one. And it'll probably be a 6x6, maybe a 12x12. Who knows? Yeah, I definitely need to re-ink these embossing ink pads. And I have the re-inkers. I just haven't done it. All right. Let's give this one a go. And we'll see how silver looks. And I know this is silver. I am sure. I'm positive. So that'll meet the silver color on our color card. It's kind of blah here, but I think I got that bow stamped right. Maybe. All right, let's give it a go. And close that up. Oh, move this out of the way. And warm up my heat gun. And then we'll just do one card. We'll put together one card with one of these panels. Oh, I'll have to add a sentiment too. So let's see, what are the sentiments on here? Happy holidays, season's greetings. I'm going to Merry and Bright, Merry Christmas. We'll do Merry Christmas. Oh, definitely have to clean the glass mat now. Oh, let's see. It starts turning silverish. There we go. That's silver. You just love watching embossing powder melt. And did you know, I didn't know until, I don't know, maybe about a year ago, that what embossing powder is, or I saw it on somebody's YouTube video, is plastic, like ground down into fine particles, some sort of plastic. And so that's why it melts when we put heat to it. Oh, that looks pretty. All right, guys. There's the silver one. Look how pretty that looks. Oh, I love that. Here's the clear one and here's the white one. Which one do I do a card sentiment on to do our card first? Let's save these. We'll do the white one, right? Let's do the white one. And boop, boop, boop. The sentiment there. And clean that up there. Put this away in a minute. Wait, is it going to stamp on there? It is. I'm going to take it off. And I'll clean it when we're done. Okay, so I said I was going to do Merry Christmas. So I'll do Merry Christmas right up there. So it's straight. I have to kind of angle it up to my eyes and see. All right, here we go. Oops, here it is. Merry Christmas. It does. The white reads better in person too. Definitely. Thank you and welcome, Brenda. Oh, lunch break time? Um, I mean, my whole day is a lunch break, really. I'm retired, so I don't have to worry about that. Best part about getting older, retiring. I'm so glad. Like, I wish I could have done it sooner, but I had to wait till I turned 55. But I've been retired for 2 years now, almost. 2.5. Let me think. I'm 57. Yeah, 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years this December. Goodness. Time flies when you're having fun. That C is not fully covered. There, that's better. And then I'll add that to a card panel. Maybe add some bling. Not sure. But we'll definitely get one card done. One. In what, an hour and 15 minutes? Right, Don? I'm always out to lunch. Always. I love being retired. I mean, I enjoyed my years working. I had great colleagues. It was just the last couple of years that weren't really my favorite. But, you know, such is life. Okay, let me move my stamp off to the side and where's my card base? Should I put like a silver matte layer behind here to bring out some silver? Let me see. My papers. Oh, I even have some like this holographic stuff, guys. Wait, hold on. Maybe I don't have any more silver. Oh, I do. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use the silver, not the holographic. Okay. Okay. You should see I just throw things off to the side. So my craft room is quite the mess when I'm done working on a project. Oh yeah, that looks pretty, right? The silver there. And then that'll go on the card base. And I might pop this up. I think I'm going to pop that up on foam tape just to kind of help flatten out all the warping. I think it'll help. But let me add this to my card base. And then we'll add that. And then we'll be done for today. And like I said, next week, I'll work on smashing a paper pad. So next week I need to be more prepared so that I can have all my stuff ready to go. Well, grab my foam tape. All right, let's see. Turn. Hey, Jenna, how are you, my friend? You went back to the workforce. Yeah, no, don't want to. I calculated it because I started working when I was 15. I worked for 40 years of my life, you guys, aside from being a mom. But 40 years, I thought, holy guacamole, that's a long time. If I'm lucky, I'll get to enjoy 40 years of retirement. If I'm anything like my mama, my mom's 90 already. Will I get to enjoy 40 years? No, probably not. Close to. But isn't that sad how we work more years of our life than not? Like, I wish we didn't have to, but that is the reality of modern day life. Okay. Hopefully that'll pull it a little bit. By the way, Jana, you did great yesterday on the hop, but you had me nervous because you took more than half the time on card number 1, and I thought, oh God, she's not gonna finish. But she finished. She finished. And her cards were beautiful. Okay. Ah, crooked. Not crooked? Yes, crooked. Why? Why does this happen to me all the time? I'm gonna go with it. Just do it, Yvette. Just do it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wipe this down a bit. Had a little bit of the dusty particles from the Lindy's Magicals. But look, I did one, guys. One card. I loved watching you, Jana. You did a great job. My goodness. You are amazing. You got to go back and watch it. I rarely go back and watch myself. Like I'll post a video or I'll do a live and that's it. I don't watch it most of the time. But sometimes, because my husband watches all of them, sometimes he'll say, "Did you really mean to say that?" Or "Did you realize something about the video?" And then I have to go back and watch it. All right, I'm gonna end with this one, guys. Right? I finished a little late today, but I'll be back on Monday to smash a paper pad and gotta figure out what I want to do. And I'm gonna. Do you guys want me to do a special live for sharing the D-stash boxes or just on my regular Monday? What do you think would work for all of you? Because you guys are my regulars, and I want to make sure you're able to grab a D-stash box if you want to. You don't have to. That's if you want to. I'm putting away my stuff, guys, as I talk. Oh, look. Should I have done some spotters on it? No, stop, Yvette. Stop. So what do you think? A special D-stash. Yes, my friend. I have 14 boxes full of stuff. Special D-stash. Okay, I'll do that. I'm gonna finish packing everything and then I will do a special, I'll schedule one. Probably won't be until next week sometime. And I'll probably do it, I don't know, midday my time. So maybe around 1-ish. That way, it's not too early or too late, hopefully for most of you. And I'm cleaning up, guys. I have to clean up my mess before I move on. I just can't deal with messiness. All right, friends. I will see you next Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, to do paper pad smash. Thank you for being here. I love. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. That makes sense. A special video, not the usual routine. We had a lovely dinner, Jana. Thank you so much. Like I said, I almost didn't go to my swim class this morning because I was recovering from a 3-day weekend. But we'll see you next Monday. I appreciate you all being here. Have a great Monday, my friends, and we'll see you next week. Bye.